Well, credit cards can have multiple benefits, including security and an opportunity to build your credit. Unfortunately, as a financial coach tells consumer investigator Rachel DePompa, they are also a source of many common misconceptions.
Having a lot of credit cards hurts your credit score. That is myth number one. Cherry Dale, a financial coach with the Virginia Credit Union, says that is not necessarily the case. She says, yes, your credit score drops momentarily when you open a new card, but she says it's really about how you manage those cards. Another myth, carrying a balance on a credit card helps build credit. She says false. You need to be making payments on that card, and what really matters is making those payments on time. Myth 3. Credit card companies want you to stay in debt.
Another common misconception is that credit card companies want you to stay in debt. Now, granted, yes, financial institutions make money off of loans. However, our goal is not to keep you in debt. We want to help you manage your credit successfully.
Myth number 4, closing a credit card improves your credit score.
So closing a credit card actually does not improve your credit score. It can actually hurt your score at the end of the day. What they're looking at is the length of credit history.
She says, and be aware, some credit card companies will close your credit card if you do not use it. The last one, using a credit card means you are in debt. Dale says a lot of people use their credit cards for an extra layer of security, and then they go online and pay off that debt right away. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Rachel, thank you for that report. Well, in a consumer alert, American Honda Motor is recalling about 200 lawn mower and pressure washer replacement engines. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the starter rope can suddenly retract when pulled, posing an injury risk. Now, last September, Honda recalled 391,000 engines for the same issue. At that time, 2,000 incidents were reported to the company, including 38 minor injuries. Now, since that recall, Honda received an additional 3,000 incident reports. Well, still to come on Valley News Live at 4, multiple garages and cars are heavily damaged after a fire started in Fargo. The details in just a few minutes. And Summer Schnaubach will give us another look at our forecast.